because the submarine refuelling and refitting work is tailing off, they will use existing staff to do the scrapping and the breaking up of the submarines, just to fill the gaps between submarine refits. So there's no new work involved. On top of that, they've moved away all the safe work from the yard. They've taken away the frigates to Portsmouth.
The nuclear industry doesn't provide many jobs for ordinary people. It provides some well-paid jobs for people with degrees in physics and who, a very specialist area, but it doesn't provide that many jobs for ordinary people.
We have the resources, both natural and physical, to be at the absolute centre and heart of clean energy production in this city on an international level. We live in one of the windiest cities straight on the Atlantic coast that has two major rivers coming into a very, very large natural in-sea harbour. Huge water power and huge wind power.
Tidal power, wave power, wind power require precision engineered pieces, otherwise they corrode. If you're going to build a piece of equipment that's going to be anchored to the seabed, get buffeted by some of the strongest seas in the whole world, they need to be very robust and very carefully made. Plymouth's got the skills to build those things.
We have all the technology in this huge plant with very little further investment. In other words, it's there now. We can create thousands of jobs in this city and thousands of jobs in the dockyard. The only thing in our way is the nuclear facility, and it's got to go. Whilst there is a lot of people who are very angry and against the nuclear dockyard, it has been as it is for so long, despite all protestations.
The Navy and the MOD are still major landholders, and they shape the direction and future of the city. Traditionally, the council has not questioned the military, and it's done exactly what the military wants it to do, and it's seen itself as really the sort of civilian power within the city, and because it's been a garrison city, it's not really ever questioned the role of the military. A lot of the councillors are ex-Navy people, and there isn't a culture where it can be questioned.
Plymouth University, being one of the largest universities, but also funded heavily by the nuclear dockyard and involved in nuclear research and promotion of the new generation of nuclear power stations and training the nuclear engineers. That's a big, giant grouping to challenge. So we're putting out a call, and it's a very heartfelt call, because whilst there's 250,000 of us, either we are shut up and shut down by having to work for the military complex itself, or we have found that we have fought and not had a voice. And so we need people from around the country to come and help us. And we don't need people to come from around the country and help us forever. But if you are campaigning and marching at Aldermaston, if you are campaigning against Star Wars and marching at Fylingdales, if you are campaigning against climate change and for green jobs and clean energy production, then actually the fight and campaign against Trident isn't a local campaign for people in Plymouth. It's a national campaign, and it's an international campaign.
We want to say no to the nuclear dump, no to Trident, and we hope that people will come along on the 31st of October to Devonport and stand together with the people of the city.